to Career Uprising. I'm your host and professional career coach, Lorraine Rise. Join me as I guide you through an amazing journey of self-discovery and empowerment. If you are looking for work, changing careers, or stuck in a toxic job, then this is the show for you. I offer both practical and spiritual guidance to help you up-level and advance your career. Let's start the uprising. Hey everyone, you are listening to episode 94, The Future of Work Post-Pandemic. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the show. So this is going to be our last show in March. We've done 3, which is awesome. So we're really full month. I think we had some good content, and I'm looking forward to April. You know, what I have lined up actually is a lot of interviews. I'm really, really excited. I've been really I get approached for interviews and guest spots on my show almost daily, but there's been a few recently that I really just wanted to say yes to. I felt like saying yes. I usually say no, but I felt like really being a yes person. And so I'm really looking forward to some interviews that are coming down the pipeline, some fresh perspectives. We've got great topics. I've got at least 3 or 4 interviews coming April, May, June. So be on the lookout for those shows. They're going to be really, really, really good. I love doing solo episodes, but I think it's good every now and then to break it up and bring some other voices and other perspectives onto the show. So be looking for that. I've been just awesome, incredibly busy. Coaching is in full swing, really busy during this time right now, which is wonderful. I just feel so good when I'm coaching people all the time and doing what I love. I'm in my dream job, and I love helping people get into their dream jobs as well. So if that's something that speaks to you, I'm in the process of revamping my programs a little bit, and there likely is going to be a price increase as well very soon as I'm getting more and more experience and adding more value to the program. So I wouldn't wait. Reach out now if you are interested, in that opportunity. So I'd love to work with you. Okay, so what I want to do today is kind of probably a little bit of a shorter message today, but I wanted to share with you my thoughts on what's going on in the world, because right now, it seemed like a good time as we are hopefully nearing the end of the pandemic. At least there's light at the end of the tunnel and things seem to be improving, and we have a vaccine and all of that. So I thought, maybe this is a good time to talk about what we think life and work might be like in the coming years, because I think most of us at this point have realized that we're not going back to the same world as before. And I think for a lot of reasons, that's okay. I think there's a lot of things that we don't need to go back to. So I want to challenge you to embrace that the world may actually be better, at least in some ways after this. It's not all bad at all. In fact, overall, I think the whole thing is a good thing. I really do. I know that's a brave thing to say, but from where I sit, there's a lot of good things that are going to happen. So I'm excited. I'm optimistic for the world. But, there's pros and cons with it. At the end of the day, we know we're not going to be the same. So we need to be in a state of acceptance rather than a state of resistance, and just accept that the world's going to be different, and we're going to make the best of it. We're going to make it the best world that we possibly can. And so we're going to have to embrace some changes and be open for opportunities and for growth. And it's really just more important than ever that we embrace that growth mindset and that state of acceptance. So I might even do a whole show on that very soon, because I talk a lot about acceptance versus resistance. It's incredibly important. It's really just the key to happiness in life. So maybe that'll be something I'll have to talk about soon. But what I'm going to do today is outline a couple of trends that I see from my perspective for the working world, both positive and negative. And obviously, you guys know I don't have a crystal ball, right? This is just my opinion. This is just my perspective and what I think is going to happen and what I think makes sense. So here it is. Here's my trends and my predictions for the working world post-pandemic. Let's dive in. So I think the most obvious thing that probably most of us can agree on is that remote work is probably here to stay, at least to a certain extent. I do think and hope that we will get back into the office at least to some degree. because I think that face-to-face human interaction is incredibly important. I know that was one of the first things that I missed because I've been working from home and self-employed well before the pandemic. So I know I miss that sometimes too. I don't know that we'll get back into the office full time the way that we all were before, but again, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. Maybe a little bit of balance, a little bit of time in and out is ideal. I think some companies may continue to adopt permanent work from home policies. I think you're going to see some of that, but at least a partial return to office, hopefully this year and in the coming years. I saw a poll too on LinkedIn recently asking people what they preferred. What was their kind of ideal scenario? Fully in the office, fully at home, or a combination? And no surprise to me, it was a combination was the clear winner. So I think that's a good thing that's going to come out of this is we're going to realize that we don't all need to be in the office full time, but yet it has value. So let's find a hybrid and kind of a balance for people and strive for that. So I like that. I think that's a positive trend. But with the issue too of remote work, it's not that simple. It's not black and white. There's a lot of people who really believe there is a racial and an economic divide with that, and that it's not, the opportunity to do that is really not equitable all around, okay? Not everyone has access to high-speed internet or can afford it. I think we're going to have to work hard to come up with solutions for getting broadband internet out into the rural parts of the country. Hello, Starlink. We're going to be signing up for Starlink as soon as we can. I think things like that are amazing, that give everyone more access to be able to work from home and take advantage of this. So, and then there's, of course, some jobs that will just never be remote, even in a pandemic. It's not going to affect everyone equally. And that's just how life is. That's fair. That's the name of the game. But, luckily, those who are able to work from home, it has been proven in research quite a bit that working from home does improve productivity and turnover. Turnover, I think they usually see about a 25% reduction, and productivity gets about a 75% boost working from home. I think that's amazing. That's so cool. I think those are really great numbers. The second trend that I'm going to predict is around education. And I think we're going to see some major shakeups and disruptions in the field, especially of higher education, but possibly public schools. Obviously, that's been very disrupted as well. But in the next decade, I wouldn't be surprised if higher education looks pretty different. You might even see some universities go bankrupt. I think a college degree is becoming more and more out of reach financially for a lot of people, and that's going to have to change. I think that one thing that is changing that is the rise of on-demand, affordable learning. You have a lot of online course websites like Udemy and Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and then there's a lot of online degrees as well. I think all that's just going to continue, and you're going to see major disruption there. And I think this is a good thing in a way, because I do think that degrees are completely inflated, the fees for them, just astronomical, beyond what they're worth, truly. And I think universities are going to have to keep up with that trend or suffer somehow. I don't know, but I think a lot of people are going to want affordable, fast, on-demand online learning. And that's kind of where the future is going. So universities are going to have a hard time keeping up with that, or they're going to have to pivot somehow. But I think education is going to look different, certainly. Okay, and I think we're changing the way we look at education, both higher education and public as well. And I think that's good. I think it's good. Okay, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I have plenty more trends. I'm just warming up. I have at least 2 more, and they're really, really big ones. Okay, so stick around. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we're on a break for a minute, and I want to tell you about something exciting going on at careeruprising.com. I have an online store that I created just for you. It has a variety of low-cost resources that will give you the boost that you need in your career. And they offer a great introduction to what it would be like to coach with me. I've got ebooks, meditations, and other resources for you to take advantage of and start getting help today. These products are instantly downloadable, priced incredibly low, and cover many aspects of career transitions. Head on over now to the store while you're listening to the show. It's at careeruprising.com/store. That's careeruprising.com/store. Now let's get back to the show. Okay. And we are back. So I've got a few more trends and predictions that I want to share with you here for the future of work. So I think that you're going to see more and more emphasis on mental health and employee assistance programs. I definitely think that COVID-19 has shown us that there is a lot more that employers can do and a lot more that we can do for ourselves to support employees and offer them work-life balance. I think this whole situation has just really shown us our humanity and what people need. People need care. People need work-life balance, flexible schedules. They need benefits. They need mental health counseling. These things are needed, and the human resources has an opportunity to offer these and to really step in and be a strategic partner here and help businesses to offer better benefits and care about their employees and care about their lives. I mean, for the first time ever, it's become acceptable now to have your pets and your kids walking around in the background on a meeting. I mean, I don't think that was ever really acceptable before. We're humanizing everything. We're relaxing a little bit. We're recognizing that people have lives and needs outside of work. And this is a good thing. So I think that COVID-19 has really just shone a light on not only our physical health, but our mental health as well, and our coping abilities. And I think organizations are going to play a role and be able to offer benefits that are attractive to employees and help them to be more productive and be more effective at their jobs, and offering, counseling or whatever they needed, more check-ins with your boss, more time off, whatever it might be. I really look forward to this trend a lot, but I think mental health is a really big hot button issue right now. And it's something that's being talked about a lot in the professional associations that I'm a member of. Within career services, there's a lot of talk about supporting employees with mental health. So I think this is a really good thing. And then one final trend is that I think that we need to be very aware of too is the gig economy and freelance work. And this is my life. This is a really relevant one for me. There's a lot of controversy surrounding this right now and how to classify employees, whether they are contractors or W-2 employees. Which one are they? What benefits do they get? It's hard because I certainly don't want to see more people being classified as contractors when they should be W-2 employees, because then the benefits go away. But I do know there are benefits to being a contractor, and there's a lot more earning power and flexibility and professional freedom. That's what drew me to this career path. But at the same time, then, there's downsides for me. I don't have an employer contributing to a 401k. I don't have time off that's paid. I can take as much time off as I want if I'm okay not being paid. So I have unlimited time off, right? But there's definitely some give and take there. It's not for everybody. But the gig economy is not going away. It's become, I think, $1 billion industry. I know LinkedIn is preparing to roll out yet another freelance marketplace. It already did one. It's apparently launching a whole nother one because it wants to get a piece of that pie. Freelancing is huge, and it does offer benefits to a lot of people. If you're retired and you don't want to work a full job, but you need income, freelancing and consulting is a great option, or just doing it on the side with your full-time job too. So this is a trend to watch, and given there's been lawsuits going on in California, I was like Proposition 22, I don't know what it was, but there's been a lot of lawsuits about this. So whatever your opinion and whichever side you're on, this issue is not going away. This is going to be a big issue because the gig economy is growing, and we need to figure out, are people employees or are people freelancers? Yeah. That is a big one. That is the story of my life right now. So that's it. Those are some of the things that I see coming down the pipes, but there's plenty more. I think just a lot is changing. We're adapting to remote leadership and, company cultures are changing because now we're all kind of disconnected, but trying to stay connected. And I think there's going to be a lot of challenges for companies, but I think there's going to be a lot of good things too. So who knows what the future holds, but the world is changing. So we all need to change right along with it. Okay. So a shorter message today, but I've been asked about what my perspective is and what I see happening. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. So thank you for listening today. And again, you can learn more about me at careeruprising.com. If you go to my website, there's lots of goodies for you there. There's lots of blog posts. There's all the episodes of the show. There's an online store with very low cost resources to help jumpstart your job search or your career change. And you can also book a call with me if you want to get deeper levels of transformation and go beyond the podcast, which is really what you have to do to get results for 99% of people. That's, you really got to put these things into action. So I'd love to talk to you. But that wraps it up for our March shows, and I will be back with some awesome shows in April. Take care, guys. That's it for today's show. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard today, please consider giving the show a positive review on iTunes. It would mean a lot to me, and it would help to spread the word so that others can learn about the show. Thanks again for tuning in, and I can't wait to connect with you again next time on Career Uprising.
This show is brought to you by InflowRadio.com, the best curated talk radio network for personal development, wellness, spirituality, and conscious business.